meets the sea. Catching fish is where I'll be, come rain or sunny skies. I'm gonna grab my fishing line, yes, we're taking out some time. That's fishing. This has been a fishing tale, just like Jonah and the whale. No place I'd rather be. Yes, we're casting out a line, everybody's feeling fine. That's fishing. That's fishing. Yeah, that's fishing. That's fishing!
G'day folks, it's Michael from Hooked on Bait and Tackle here, and we're down here at Werribee South with Tony from Two Up Fishing Charters and young Mark. We're going to get out on the bay and go and chase some snapper today. Unfortunately the Colonel's stuck behind the camera, so go Colonel. But we're going to get out there and have some fun and see if we can get some snapper using some plastics, using some hard body lures, and hopefully on a little bit of bait as well. Let's get out there and have some fun and see how we go. Hey guys, I've just arrived out here now. We're just getting all prepared. Tone and Mark are getting some baits in the water at the moment, and I'm doing a bit of burleying just to try and get some fish up activated. We've seen a few on the sounder already, so burley up, let's get some baits in the water and let's see how we go. Young Mark's going to show us how to rig up a bait. Young Mark's 11 years old and he's been doing this for a little while, so we'll let Mark show us how it's all done.
Okay, so first you want to put the bait just behind this fin here and push it all the way through. Then you put the hook back through the hole you made and put it out through the head there, all line tight. Then you do the same with the other hook where you came through and out the head. And then you give it a half hitch around the tail and you're ready to go.
As you can see there guys, Mark's got the hook well and truly exposed, so there's no mistake about that fish coming in to grab the bait. If he's in there to grab it, he's going to get hooked.
Good stuff, bud. Anyone think you're a fisherman?
And why do you put the hooks in the head?
Because I grab the bait in the head 90% of the time.
Good to know that. Thanks for that, mate. Well, get it out.
Let's throw it out, let's get going.
Oh, you got that on.
Today we're going to run a mixture of baits just to see what the fish are doing. We're running some Sandy's pilchards at the moment as well as his silver whiting, and we'll be also cubing up with some pilchard cubes as well. So we've got to sit there and figure out what they're doing. Some days they're going to take the whiting, there's days they're going to take pilchard, sowie. So it's just a matter of putting a variety of different baits out there and seeing which one's going to work on the day.
This is the bait I just rigged up then, and as I said, they attack the heads 90% of the time. And look at that, straight onto the head.
And that's why we put the hooks through the head?
Yes.
Just to try to get that first hit. Oh, there you go, mate.
Smash.
Oh, and he's on.
Didn't miss a trick there, the rod was moving and young Mark was onto it.
All going good early this morning.
Yeah, seems alright.
And that was on that new bait, the new silver whiting that you just put on?
Yep.
Mate.
Doing a bit tough here, the young fella.
Right, you come around, Mark. You're doing a good job.
Ah, good stuff. So he's led the fish right around.
That's a good fish by the looks of it.
Yeah, look at that. Come on, mate. Nice fish. Very good.
Well done, young fella.
There we go. And lets the drag off.
Doesn't break the rod.
Mate, done well, bud.
It's the first one.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
That's it. And what size you reckon this one is?
Around 2 to 3 kilos.
2 to 3. That's a pretty good estimate. Now we ask the expert. Dad, what do you reckon it's what?
He's pretty close. I reckon
It's pretty close?
2.5. There you go, another one, another one. Another one.
There you go, mate.
That's a bit of fish.
There you go.
We're gonna go good
That's
here.
a good fish. Good run.
Oh, this is a better one.
I have to get on my knees to film you, bud.
This is what we came here for. One of these.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
That's it. Bring him up slowly, mate.
No.
He's walking on you, mate. He's taking off. Get a couple of metres in. He wants to take a couple more back.
Not looking to gain any line.
I'm getting outdone by young Mark here. It's fantastic to
This
see.
is sad, Mick.
Yeah, the best thing is just watching the young fella work the rod there. There's a lot of blokes could learn a lesson or two. Just gently lifting the rod and powering into it, and not just trying to scull drag a fish in. So he's doing a top job there.
And he's got to fight all
Go
around the
Mark.
rod.
Go around now, you're right.
There we go.
Going that way.
And see what he's doing.
Beautiful.
He's actually
Good job.
leading the fish around all the other lines to where we can net him much better. So he's doing the job well. I'm thinking I'm getting a little outfished here, Mick.
Oh, I think so.
Put the sun into the eyes.
He's done well there around the 6 rods without a tangle. Into clear ground now.
I'm impressed.
Working that fish nicely.
Didn't he? I think your son's out fishing us, bud.
Oh,
Seriously.
mate, what can I say?
See colour? Oh,
Takes
it's a
after you,
beautiful
takes after
fish.
mum. Good fish. Look at this coming. Wow. Take your time, mate. Take your time. Very nice fish. In the net.
Beautiful fish.
Nice fish.
Well done.
That has to be getting close to 6, what do you reckon?
Good 6
5 to
kilo.
6
5, 5.5 at least.
That's a nice fish.
Might lift this old girl.
Someone's
over.
hooked him before us.
Yeah? How do you know that, mate?
Look,
There's a hook right in the corner of his jaw.
Ah, so he's been busted off today.
Circle.
could even be a long line hook.
Wow. Look at that. I honestly have to say, I've never seen one like that.
Nice fish, mate.
Alright, big fella, what are you going to do with him?
I'm gonna put him back.
And you're going to call his weight? How heavy you reckon?
5.5.
Yeah?
He gave you a good fight, eh? You can let him live another day.
Yeah, because you found a hook in him, so he deserves to go.
Yep.
Alright, let's put him back in the water. Oh, and off he swims. Good stuff, mate. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Now, what do we say?
That's fishing.
Yeah, that's fishing. Yeah, that's fishing.
G'day guys, how you going? We're out here at Port Phillip Bay chasing a few snapper and things have gone a little bit quieter at the moment. We're going to take this opportunity to sit there and run through a bit of the gear that we're using today. At the moment we're running the Shimano bait runners. Filled them up with, most guys will run 15 to 20 pound across them, which is more than ample for bait fishing here in Port Phillip Bay. Running them across a 7 foot, 6 to 8 kilo style rod. Nice soft tips, but as you saw with young Mark earlier in the show, they'll load up very, very, very nicely, and you can put a herd on there if you need to control the fish. Rigs, look, when we're at this sort of deeper water, we'll run a small ball sinker where we need to. Ideally, if we're in the shallows or over heavy reef in particular, we try and run no lead at all. The longer our bait takes to waft down to the bottom, the better off we are. We want to keep the bait as long as we can in that zone. So at times when we're out a little bit deeper, we've got a little bit of current. The mutton birds, which everyone's had dramas with this season so far, we've been having to resort to putting small amounts of lead on and trying to keep the baits away from those sort of things. The other thing we can do while we're sitting out here, if things are going a little bit quiet on the scene too, is by putting soft plastics out. Working plastics, working jigs, try and create something. We've got the burley going out, we've got all the bait sitting out there, we've had a good run so far. Now it's gone a little bit quiet. Most guys will just tend to sit back and relax. That's the time to get out and start working. Try and create it. Keep making sure that burley's running out nicely and trying to scope the area and trying to find another fish. That was Tackle Talk for today's show, and for any further information, feel free to look up That's Fishing and follow the links across the appropriate channels.
Cheers.
Okay. Well, guys, we're out in the water with Tony from 2 Up Fishing Charters, and get a bit of a rundown on your Tone. How long have you been out here operating for?
I've been chartering in the bay for about 12 years. Mm-hmm. Been down to Portland for 6 years or so. Yeah, just started off. The wife reckons I was doing too much fishing, so she says you might as well make a business of it. So found the old girl sitting at Port Stephens. She needed a fair bit of work, so I bought it, brought her down and stripped it all down and done her up. Put her in survey again, and yeah, she's all good to go.
Yeah, she's a lovely bloke. What size?
It's a 7 metre shark cat, original
Beautiful.
shark cat. I like the cats, they're a bit more stable. They run nice in the water, and you can get half a dozen blokes on one side and they don't feel it.
Well, that's exactly right. I'm not the smallest bloke going, and then we're sitting here in the corner and the boat's barely moved, and, which is fantastic.
No, they're good boats, and she served me well over the years, for 12 years. So
Yeah.
I've seen a few sets of motors on her, but you gave me 4 strokes now.
I'm running very well for you.
Yeah, they've been pretty good. They're a good, reliable engine.
That's what you want when you're running a charter.
Yeah, exactly. We had E-Tex before, and they served us pretty well too, but just all changed. Everyone's saying the 4-stroke revolution, you know, but they're pretty good.
And as we mentioned, the gear that you're using as well, you're running a lot of the Shimano tackle there.
Yeah, I like using Shimano gear. They got pretty good gear. We run just a standard bait runners. Some of these reels are 10 years old, you know, and they've caught thousands of snapper and they're still running fine, you know.
Yeah, obviously doing a bit of maintenance and so forth throughout the year on them to keep them going as well.
Yeah, just keep the maintenance up to them, but they served me very well over here, the Shimano gear.
Well, it just goes to show if you are maintaining your gear and looking after it the correct way, and then there's not too many people that are going to be on the water as much as you guys are running the charter boats, the gear will stand up to it if it's well looked after.
Yeah, no, like I said, some of them reels are 10, 12 years old and still going.
That's absolutely fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, you might have to change the odd bail, but they've been really good.
No, it's good to see. And again, the rods, again, the 6 to 8 kilo, 7 foot rods, handle it very, very well.
They're unbreakable.
Yeah, well, I suppose I was going to say, you get a lot of guys out here that are probably a little bit new to fishing as well, and they need to stand up to a little bit of mistreatment.
That's right. So yeah, no, the rods are unbreakable, and that's what I like. You know, you need that sort of gear that you can rely on. Like you said, the punters, a lot of them, there is a few beginners, you know, and they don't understand it correctly, and
Well, that's why we come out in charters like this, Tone, just to learn how to do it as well and learn from the best.
No, well, we'll try our best.
That's
anyway.
exactly right. And for real, if anyone wants to jump on and have a look at how Tony runs his business, get onto that'sfishing.com and follow the links through.
Oh, he's off.
Better go that way.
There you go. He's on. You're on, Nick.
Oh, that's dropped it. That's dropped it.
Dropped it. It's all happening.
It's all happening, it's all
I'm in your
going.
way, underneath this one. Hang on, I'll grab one. Hang on. Mick, can you wind?
Right, I'll take both.
Hang on.
There you go, Tone.
Oh, jeez, what a
Oh,
circus.
it's chaos. Oh, mate.
Hey, Mick, I've got a problem here.
Yeah,
I'm the
unfortunately.
one that owns the fishing show.
I know, and you're stuck behind the camera.
You know what
Oh,
the
but it's
funny
all
thing
good.
is? You're gonna have to net them for us.
Cameraman, net boy.
Multitasking, that's what we like to see at its best.
Oh, dear.
Chaos.
God, this is it, isn't it? How good's
But
this?
this is what the fishing's been like this year. It's been unbelievable. Unbelievable snapper season.
And you've had some pretty good success the last couple of days, haven't you?
Oh, mine's here, mine's here.
Yours there? Hang on, mate.
Not much we can do.
Lift it
Hope for
down.
the best.
I can't reach. I can't. Hang on. Hang on. I'll bring it. There we go. There you go, mate. Oh well,
Chaos.
chaos. There you go, there, Mick.
Oh, I'm just about here. I've just got to get round this right here.
There he is. I can see him down there. It's a nice fish too, Mick.
Up she comes, nice and gently.
There you go. Another one. Hey, he's onto it. Hey,
Got it.
go for it, mate.
Well done, Mark.
Oh, how good's this? Port Phillip Bay, snapper fishing. With the man himself.
Your pole and snapper in the boat.
Ah, who needs a net?
That's great.
That's a male. So
It
the
is a
nose
male?
on him?
Yeah,
How do you know it's a male?
Because it's got that big nose.
has he? Which one?
This one there.
Not like mixed, no.
No, not yeah.
We're all in.
Yep, got colour.
You got colour?
Oh,
Right at the back of the boat. Hang on, mate. Oh, hang on. We'll get him somehow.
I got
Now,
that
mate, you stand there and I'll get him. How's that? Oh, there we go.
Hey, well done,
Lucky
Mark.
they weren't like that other one you caught, Mark.
Thank God.
There we go.
These are beautiful eating size, these.
Now, put him down.
They got our arms.
Okay. There we go. How good's this?
That was chaos.
Doesn't get any
Oh.
better than this, does it?
Good pan size fish. It's been a fantastic session so far.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fishing. Yeah, that's fishing.
Well, don't forget, if you want to be the proud owner of these fantastic products, don't forget to go to every single one of our shows and look for the bright pink ball. That's right, this little one. That goes for you kids as well. Sitting back at home with mum and dad, and you want to win mum the beautiful pink esky, and all these for dad, watch every single show. Now, it could be on the dash of the car, it could be on the esky, it could be at the end of my fishing rod, or stuck on top of my head, wherever you want to be. Now, don't forget to look for it, because there's 13 times it's going to appear on our show, and you must have the right answer. So go to the information at the bottom of the screen and send your information in. I'm Brian Sanders for That's Fishing. Until next week, happy hunting. Keep going.
Second one.
Oh, we got two.
Show me.
Come on.
Oh, yep, I got one.
Well done.
Oh,
Go,
mate.
Mick.
Yeah, Mick's on.
Mick's on.
Hey.
Woo!
Good fish. Hey?
They are good fish.
Oh, this is...
It's got out of the way. Beautiful.
Well done, Mark.
Oh,
Mate, you held the gun today.
oh. No.
Lost it.
You lost him.
Oh, no.
No.
Good thing Mick still got his.
Oh,
Oh, this other...
No.
Nah, it's tangled.
Yeah.
It's tangled. It's tangled with me.
good size fish there, Mick.
Yeah, it feels not too bad. I think Mark's still got me for the day, though.
Yeah, he has. He's dusted all of us up.
Sorry.
Yeah, we had 3 hit at a time, I think it was, 3. We hooked 2 up and lost 1. Oop.
Sorry.
That's all right, crashing battery.
Sorry,
Eddie.
mate.
That's all right.
No.
It's all good to go.
Leave it down, Mark.
That's it.
What's in that?
So we got here, we bellied up a bit, mate.
Got another good burley trail going, and the fish have responded really, really well.
We threw out some pellets, some chopped pilchards.
Yep, got a good mix of going through the water. We've struggled a little bit there, but the baits are certainly getting us a fish or two.
Oh, jeez. Nice fish, mate. See colour yet, bud?
No, not yet.
There we go. So we've been doing the soft plastics thing, lures,
Jigs.
and just nothing.
No, it should be right on that.
And absolutely
Just don't know where
nothing's
I'm
been working except for bait.
Just that one here, Tone.
Ah, you're right. Just don't worry about it. See what it is.
There it is.
Colour coming up.
Oh, we got colour.
Nice fish.
Beautiful fish, mate.
Lead him over.
Oh, in the net.
We've got a new best fish for the day.
Oh, I can't lift it in.
You can't lift it up.
Come on, Muscles.
Come on, Muscles.
You got to get him all the way.
Sure, shout for lunch if you can't.
Number one Decky's done the job. Woohoo, well done, Mark.
High fives.
Thanks very much, Tone.
Grouse fish, mate.
That's a good fish.
Very
6
nice.
kilo. 6 kilo, I reckon.
Thanks, my little Decky.
Yes,
You've done a beautiful netting job.
absolutely.
She's a big one.
That's a nice sized fish there, Mick.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Fantastic
There we go.
fish, yeah. Taking on a silver whiting.
Yep.
So, yeah, they're still going strong.
Hey,
Thanks again, Tone.
No worries, mate. Beautiful fish,
that's
mate.
what it's all about.
That's it.
Getting out here with the experts.
Mark, and I reckon yours is bigger, mate.
I think yours was bigger, Mark.
You
Still.
lost it.
Stop rubbing it in. Oh. Okay, just after we caught this wonderful snapper here, as we said earlier, we're trying to use soft plastics to catch some snapper. And look at this, it just fell out of his mouth then. Little jig head.
And that's for real, isn't it, Mick?
That's exactly right. We were just about to pick him up to the release and he spat the jig head out. We're like, unbelievable.
On this fish here. Show us again, mate. Up nice and close. Just there you go. So they do actually come out.
They do come out and survive, and obviously he's been hooked and still fought very well. We'll get her back into the water, and
And it's a very nice fish, mate.
is a very, very nice fish.
Yes,
We'll get her back in the water and go and catch a couple more, hopefully.
absolutely.
We've had a fantastic session out here on the bay with Tony and his young son Mark, catching some fantastic fish. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any on plastics and jigs. It's not for a lack of trying, unfortunately. But we've got some quality fish there on the baits. Young Mark outdone us all. He's had a fantastic trip out here. And we've had a couple of seals and dolphins pulling around now, so we might pull the pin and call it quits. And for any further information on what you've seen today, contact thatsfishing.com.au and follow the link through for Tony or for myself, and anything we can do to help you, a pleasure. Thanks, guys. That's fishing.
Bye. What you got to say?
Oh, we need to go because the silly seal over there, if we catch any snapper, it's going to take the line.
Oh, well.
So,
All right.
no
Until
point.
next week.
until next week.
See ya.
See ya.
See? Never give me a rod. I lose fish.